my fellow coders. Welcome back to ThinkInCode. And today we're going to talk about CSV handling in the module file handling. To get started with it, let's give you a basic concept about what CSV is. CSV is a comma separated values. I'm going to give you an example right now, but before that you just need to know it's just data that is separated by commas. For example, Jane, comma 22, comma Paris. So this is basically a comma separated data, and we're going to write this format going forward. Why do we need this? Because it stores data in tabular form, rows and columns. As you can see here, example.csv, as you can see, name is city and Judy 22 Hamburg. Now, how is this saved in data? As you can see in tabular data, it is saved this way: name, Judy, Jane is 22, 25. As you can see, this is similar to our Excel or Google Sheet, and basically that's how this saves data. And let's see how to use this tool. And for that, we are going to use a built-in tool in Python called CSV by import CSV, and this will import our CSV module, and we're going to use that. So let's start with writing in a CSV file with open data.csv as CSV file, and then we are going to do writer equals to csv.writer and CSV file. Next, we are going to say writer.writeRow. Name, gender is height, weight. We don't need height, weight, just this much, right? We are saving it in a list. Remember this is very crucial. We are saving this in a list. And if we run this, before that, what we're going to do is we're going to just write more rows, writer, write row. And also here, when you are doing this, don't forget to add W for write and A for append and R for read. Read, we are going to talk about it later, but just remember to write the mode here. And new line equals to space. So what this does is basically prevents a blank line issues. So before like putting this, what we're going to do is just gonna print this, right? We're gonna write it and we wrote the data. Now, as you can see, we have this blank space, and if we go to data, we get null, unset, null, unset, null, unset, as you can see here, right? So that is why what we need to do here is we're going to rewrite it, but with new line and nothing inside the new line, and we're going to print it. And this time, as you can see, we do not have a space. This new line equals to space prevents that spacing in the middle, and the list is stored as it is in the CSV file. That is how you properly write in a CSV file. Now let's talk about appending. That uses mode A. So what we're going to do is change this to A, and everything else is similar. And here we're just gonna write a row that is gonna be for us writer.row, and we are going to add something, right? What we are going to add is a new Judy 23, and we're going to do female. If we run this, you can see we added another one, Judy, as well here. So that is how you add new rows to the data, because these are rows and name is a column, age is a column, gender is a column, Judy 23 female is a row. So we need to remember that is very important. Now moving forward, let's learn about reading the file. I don't think I need to explain more about modes, because I have already done it in the previous two videos. If you haven't seen them, go check it out. It's in the playlist. So moving forward, we are going to learn about read. So it's a little bit different than how it is in our txt files. So let's just check it out. First, we're going to change A to R, and then we don't need the new line here because we aren't writing anything. And here we are going to do reader equals to CSV dot. We don't need this dictionary reader, just a reader and CSV file. And then we are going to use a loop for row in reader print row. And if we print this, as you can see, we got all the data in our output. So that is how you read the files. So if we look at what's going on here, what's happening is we opened the file and saved the file in csv.file. So let's write it here. CSV file stores the data.csv file for use. Now in here, using DictReader, what we did was reader now holds all content for CSV file. Now it holds all the content, and if we just print the reader, we'll only get one row. So for us to get all the rows, what we did was loop through the reader to get all the row, and each row will be a single line. That is why we printed all the rows. And if we print something like print I, and then what we did here was I plus equals to 1. Before we start anything, we do I0. So what we did here was 0 for our header, 1 for our first data, 2 for our second data, and 3 for our final data. So each line is printed one after another using row. So that is how you read the files in CSV. Now there is even a better way to read files. That is called dictionary reader. So let's start with that. If we remove this, and instead of just reader, we are going to write dictionary reader. And then next, what we are going to do is for row in readers, print row name row is. And if we print it like this, okay, so we got into an error. This should supposed to be a capital R. If we run this, it will run as normal. Okay, so we have and capital, and it's, yeah, the keys are sensitive, case sensitive. So this is and capital and A is capital. So don't be afraid of errors. You'll get the errors, just trace back to whatever the error is and then fix it. And as you can see, we got just the A name and the A's. This way we can edit our data, what kind of output we want. In the previous one where we just use the reader, we could not do that. And here we can even do this, name and then comma, and then we can do comma is and this. If we print this, as you can see, we got name is, and you get it, right? What I mean. So this is how we can use or print in a better way using DictReader or dictionary reader. And there is also a way to write using dictionaries, which is much more easier than the one we did previously. So for this, what we need to do is, before doing anything, we need to write fields. So what fields do we want in a list? So let's say we want a name, let's say we want a age, and then let's say we want a city this time, because previously we had gender. So that's why we want a city. And now I got the spelling of the fields wrong. Now let's do with open data.csv, write new line csv.csv, and then we're going to do writer and dictionary. And here we did something different. As you can see, CSV file field names equals to fields, and this fields belong to this. This means we are saying we need a header this time, and the field names for the headers will be the following. These are the following. Now let's write the heads. Writer.headers, write headers, and then we are going to write rows. And then this time what we are going to do is we're going to save this in a dictionary. As you can see, key value pairs, key value, key as a field name, as you can see, and value as the actual value of whatever we want to store in the row. And if we print it, we rewrote it with the same thing. And if we go at data, as you can see, we have saved it as we intended to. So that is how you use dictionary writer for this. In the next video, we're going to talk about JSON files and how to add to them and how to work with them. That is it for CSV handling. And in the next video, we are going to talk about JSON and how to handle JSON files. Stay tuned for it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe. So happy coding, keep coding. I'll see you in the next one.